Hello students, welcome to Satva Academy. So this is another video from Contract Act series. Here in this video I will be discussing about the revocation of offer and acceptance. See, sometimes you will give an offer to other party for the execution of some contracts, but the problem is when before accepting the offer you may have to cancel that offer, or else you may have to revoke that offer because of some reasons. So let's see how the revocation will be effective. So what are the conditions to revoke the offer or else acceptance once it is given by the parties? Okay, let's see. For that we have to go through the sections of the Indian Contract Act. Under Indian Contract we have section 4 which contains the provisions related to revocation of acceptance. See here, section 4 which contains the provisions for the revocation of offer. See, the condition is it is complete as against the person who makes it when it is put into a course of transmission to the person to whom it is made. See, for example, when you make an offer to other party, now you want to revoke that offer. So for revoking that offer you have to send a message to other party. So now when exactly it is revoked, when you inform that message or else when you send that message to other party, sometimes you may have to send the message through using electronic devices like mobile phones or else emails. So when you put that message into a transmission or else course of transmission, then it will be a revoked offer. So then how it affects on the other party? See, for other party as against the person to whom it is made when it comes to his knowledge. So when your message reaches to other party, so then it will be a revoked offer. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆ ಆಫರ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿರ್ತಲ್ಲಿ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಮೇ ಚೂಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಮೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಅ ಮೆಸೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯು ಮೇ ಚೂಸ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟಲ್ letters or else you may choose electronic devices to send a message. For example, in case of mobile phone you can send it through WhatsApp messages, or else you can also send an email by using laptops or else mobile phones. ಸೊ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ಕನ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಷನನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಆಫರನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಥವಾ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಅಂಥ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಆ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ ರಿವೋಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ಆ ರಿವೋಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು, ಸೊ ಅದರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ ಆಫರ್ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಆದದ್ದು, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆಫರ್ ನಾವು ರಿವೋಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ರಿವೋಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಫರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ದ ಮೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿವೋಕೇಶನ್. There are some types of revocations. See here, under there are many modes of revocation. How we can revoke the offer and acceptance? First one, by giving the notice. Second one, by lapse of time. And third one, by non-fulfillment of a condition precedent. Then fourth one, death or else insanity. Fifth one, counter offer. Sixth one, non-acceptance in prescribed mode. And seventh one is subsequent illegality. So these are all the modes of the revocation of offer and acceptance. So come, let's see one by one. See, under that first one is revocation by notice. So here revocation by notice. Here you have to give the notice to other party to revoke your offer. ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಆ ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ನೌ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ರಿವೋಕ್ ದ ಆಫರ್. For that purpose you have to inform the other party or else you have to give the notice to other party to revoke the offer. See, for example, here there is a offer. Here offer to be to sell a goods for rupees 5,000. See here, it was a offer made in a post. Now the offer is to sell a goods for rupees 5,000. Now A is the offerer who posts the letter to B. Okay. Now after giving the offer, here A receives an higher bid or else more consideration for his goods. For example, in first offer A gives the offer to sell his goods for 5,000 rupees to B. So but after giving the offer, here A is receiving more money or else more consideration for his goods. Now obviously people want more consideration for their goods while selling the goods. So here also A got the more consideration by the C, so that now A wants to revoke the offer. Now the condition is A calls the B that he revoked his offer made through post. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಥವಾ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಸಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅವನೇನು ಪೋಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆಫರ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವನು ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನೌ ದಟ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ರೀಚ್ ಟು B. Now the offer has been ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ಲಿ ರಿವೋಕ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಲಾ, ವೆನ್ ಯು ಗಿವ್ ದ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರಿವೋಕ್ಡ್ ಆಫರ್ ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ ರಿವೋಕ್ಡ್ ಆಫರ್. Now see in this case, offer to be successfully revoked by the A before B accept the offer. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಆಫರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ರಿವೋಕೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ರಿವೋಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್? ನೌ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಬಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾ. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ರೂಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅವನು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ರಿವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ರಿವೋಕೇಶನ್ ಬೈ ಎ. ನೌ ಬಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ರೆಮಿಡಿ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಫರ್, and even we can't treat it as a valid contract also, because for a valid contract after giving the offer the other party should accept the offer, and here acceptance must be a valid acceptance. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇಟ್ as a valid revocation, so that there is no compensation for the B here. Okay, let's see next one. So next one is revocation by lapse of time. So here in every offer a time is a valid fact. So here you have to consider the time factor in every offer, or else every offer made by the other party. So ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಆಫರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಆಫರಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಮೇ ಇಂಪೋಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫರ್. ಸೊ ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂತಿಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಾದರೆ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಎನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಈ ಫಿಕ್ಸೆಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನುಂಟು ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ, that is offerer, may revoke the offer. So this is an automatic process after lapse of a time. So let's understand it with the example. See, according to the given example here, offer with the time limit. Here offerer gives an offer to buy his vintage camera for 200 rupees to other party, and there is a condition regarding the time, that is he should accept the offer within 48 hours. So that means within 48 hours here offeree should accept the offer. Now here offeree fails to accept the offer before 48 hours. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಈಗ ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ 48 hours ಒಳಗೆ ಅವನ ಕ್ಯಾಮರಾ ಏನು ಬೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು 48 hours ಒಳಗೆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ. ನೌ ಆಫರರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ರಿವೋಕ್ ದ ಆಫರ್ ಇಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಆಫರಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಲ್ಲಿ 48 hours ಆದರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಿ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಆಫರರ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್, ಆಫರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ಅಬ್ಲಿಗೇಷನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವೇರ್ ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಅಬ್ಲಿಗೇಷನ್, ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ರೆಮಿಡಿ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ revocation of the offer, because the condition here is not fulfilled by the offeree. So condition is that you have to accept the offer within 48 hours. So if you don't fulfill the time factor of your offer, then it will be treated as a revoked offer. Next one, revocation by non-fulfillment of a condition precedent. So along with the specific time condition, you can also put some other conditions in your offer. So when you are giving the offer, you can put conditions. If any condition is breached by the other party or else the offeree, then you can easily revoke the offer because of the breach of condition by the other party. Okay, let's see the example here. Okay, see next one, revocation by non-fulfillment of a condition precedent. So along with the time factor, you can also put some other conditions while giving the offer also. In first example we discussed about the lapse of time. Here we will be discussing some other conditions which you may have imposed in your offers. So let's see, here A gives an offer to B to buy his car for $500, and along with that he also puts a condition only if her mechanic approves it by tomorrow, and he gives ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಒಳಗೆ ಅವನ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವನು ಆಫರನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದ ಅಥವಾ ಆಫರನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾನಂತೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಸೇಸ್ ದಟ್ engine is not in a condition. So now the suggestion of a mechanic is engine is not in a condition. Now the other party need not to accept the offer. Here the condition is Here by listening to her mechanic, she didn't give her acceptance to the offerer. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ನ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, so that you shouldn't accept that offer. Now and also the offerer also gave the time factor also, she should accept the offer by tomorrow. So now the condition is breached by the offeree, so that there is no contract. Here in case when you are giving the offer, you will put some conditions. If the condition is not fulfilled by the other party, then you can easily revoke the offer. Here also only for next day he can wait for the offeree. If there is no acceptance from the offeree, then he can find someone else to sell his car. So that is the condition here in case of revocation by non-fulfillment of the condition precedent. So in some other cases where offer automatically revokes, under that first one, death or insanity. Here you know, after the death of a person you can't enforce the obligation to the other party, so that is the condition. So that in case of a death of any party, that offer or else acceptance automatically revokes. And even in case of the insanity also, here insanity is a incompetency to make a contract. So because when you make a contract with the incompetent person, that contract will be void ab initio. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇನ್ಸೇನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇದ್ದಾನಂತಂದರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ಇದೆ. ಮೈನರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಸೇನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕನ್ವಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಇವರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀಸನ್, ಇಫ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಡೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೇನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ದೆನ್ the offer or else acceptance automatically revokes. And next one, counter offer. So when you give the offer to someone else, if the other party won't accept according to your offer, or else if he gives any counter offer to you by negotiating, then in that case also you need not to accept the offer. In that case also you need not to consider the acceptance. Instead you can revoke the offer. Next one, non-acceptance in prescribed mode. So in another condition, if the other party won't fulfill your condition, that is non-acceptance by the, so another condition, acceptance by non-prescribed mode. So suppose acceptance is by the non-prescribed mode. For example, offer gives by the party, and in offer they put the condition that you have to accept the acceptance only through the WhatsApp message or else telephone call. Now if the other party accept the offer through email or else through postal letters, this will be the invalid acceptance, so that the offerer can revoke the offer here. So the next condition is subsequent illegality. So for example, while giving the offer may be valid, but because of some prohibition by the government, that offer may become invalid. So in such a conditions you can easily revoke that offer. There is no obligation to fulfill the conditions in case of subsequent illegality. For example, assume there are some prohibition by the central government of foreign countries. See, in case of trading with the Pakistan, see for example, before Operation Sindoor there was a permission to make a contract with the Pakistani civilians, or else you can make a trade with the Pakistani civilians. But after that there will be a notification by the central government which prohibits the trading with the Pakistan by considering the status of alien enemy. Now before passing this notification, the contract or else offer given to the Pakistan trader is valid, but after passing this order, that offer will be invalid because of the subsequent illegality, just because of the notification given by the central government. So this is about the revocation of offer and acceptance. Like how when you give the offer, then by following these conditions you can revoke the offer easily. So this is all about the concept of revocation of offer. If you find this informative, please do share this with the needy students. And if you are planning to take a professional course as your career, please do follow our channels where we will be discussing about the professional courses here, and also we will take some classes for the professional course also, so you can get the advantage of these classes. Thank you, students.